Hey everybody, what's going on? It's Hitman BK. I super excited to be doing this. You know, in case you didn't know, also my shirt says "Best Dad Ever." You can see the wonderful slew of toys behind me. I'm a dad of two wonderful girls. She's over there somewhere behind me, so you might find them in some of the content that I make. But today we are here because I want to make a very quick video detailing the story of Remnant 1 and preparation for Remnant 2. So to kick this off, I think it's really cool to mention that Remnant is actually directly connected to a previous VR game called Chronos, in which the actual dreamer, the boss at the end of the Remnant game, is the main character of Chronos. Chronos was like a VR game that, you know, I've never played it, so if you have, sound off and let me know. But from what my understanding is, that was actually a prequel to Remnant. I also just want to say that all of this is going to be based off my interpretation of playing the base game and combining that with some research. Doesn't mean this is meta or actually the truth. If you have a different idea of what the story was, or if I messed something up, by all means, tell me in the comments. So, but now in preparation for Remnant 2, sit back, relax, and enjoy this story recap of Remnant from Ashes. In the 1960s, mankind made a groundbreaking discovery, a way to connect dreamers to parallel realities. These dreamers ventured into fascinating worlds defying the laws of physics as we know them. One of these worlds was a dreamer's called Gabriel. His realm connected to a massive living organism the size of a planet. Gabriel encountered life forms that worshipped his Link Guardian, only later to turn against him. The wards then realized that damage to the Link Guardian had fatal consequences for the dreamer. The wards managed to reconnect the dreamer to Gabriel's world, only to find out that the root had taken over. Worlds without guardians succumbed to root invasion. However, Earth has never had a guardian and had managed to avoid the root's invasion, until Harsgard at Ward 16 made a breakthrough by connecting a dreamer to what he believed was nothing, an absence of visual or audio output. However, he had actually connected the dreamer to the Guardian Clawbone, and in doing so, directly to the root. A burst of emissions in 1968 coincided with the death of another dreamer, and it was around this time that Earth fell under the invasion of the root. Mankind's armies were no match for the root, and now resistant groups, aka the Hunters, are the last line of defense. Mankind's meddling brought the root to Earth. When the game kicks off, we find out Founder Ford desperately sought a way to save Earth, undo mankind's mistake. He explored other worlds through the labyrinth, and in doing so met Eslan, the Undying King. Ford dismissed Eslan's method to rid the Earth of the root by nuking the world, a method we learn he used on his own planet, Rom. In meeting the Undying King, we learn that he actually needs a guardian's heart to recreate a new guardian for the protection and the future of Rom. However, in my opinion, it would seem Eslan's true intent would have been to extend his immortality. We also learn Ford's hope had faded over the years as he couldn't find a solution to save Earth, and especially to save his wife, who's actually the root mother. Ford's wife had sacrificed herself to the root to protect the ward, using her psychic abilities to keep the root at bay. This sends us to acquire a heart, one of the main objectives for the game for the Undying King. In pursuit, we learn the root has infested Yaisha, signaling, I don't even honestly know if that's how y'all pronounce that, but signaling the beginning of their invasion. The Tree of Immortality, which I assume is Yaisha's guardian, couldn't resist the root's influence. Meanwhile, the Iskall Queen, despite her message of love, also asked for the heart to save her planet. However, the Iskall are also a mirror race of the root, with their own malicious intent on what peace really is. Depending on your choice here, there's essentially a no-win situation for either the Queen nor Eslan. In the end, by severing the root from Earth, killing the dreamer, we saved our world, but other realms continue to remain at risk. In the DLC Subject 2923, we learn a couple of really important things. It begins 1 year after the end of the base game, and we find out that Earth is the heart of the world, and as such cannot be accessed by the root unless invited in, something that clearly happened in the first game when they were messing around with the Dreamers. And in doing so, reconnecting another Dreamer would invite the root back into Earth. The root invasion is stopped, and we can begin reclaiming Earth from the root that are already there. The root themselves, though, suffered no loss, as Harsgard was their only link to Earth and not actually an important member of the root itself. We've done nothing to harm the root, nor can anyone. They also invade others, but as of yet, we do not know of a way how we can strike back at them. And Remnant 2 is going to take place roughly 2 decades after the first game events. War 13 has been relatively safe and expanding beyond its initial confines, and peace slowly returns. Unfortunately, the root continues to invade other worlds through the labyrinth, and the player must venture forth to stop it, hopefully once and for all. The task is easier said than done, though, for many reasons. Thank you all so much for all the support I've been getting here on YouTube. I hope you enjoyed this brief recap of the first game. I cannot wait to start playing the new one this Friday. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe for more gaming content, and stay tuned for upcoming videos. Until next time, I'm Hitman BK.